What's going on? Hope you're having an amazing day today. So in this video, I'm gonna break down what I would do if I was 350 pounds again and how I would lose this weight the second time around. Here's the thing. If I was 350 pounds again, I would not waste another damn year talking about what I should do. I wouldn't wait until Monday. I wouldn't scroll across YouTube looking for the perfect diet. I would lock in on the simple things that actually got the weight off the first time, and I wouldn't try to follow magic. I wouldn't try to follow the hype. I would just do a plan that actually works. In this video, I'm gonna break you down exactly the plan that will help you lose 150 pounds or more if you're a guy that's in his 300s, all right? The first thing that I would do is I would not run, okay? I wouldn't do some intense 2-hour CrossFit workout. The workouts that I would do to start off with is number one, I'd walk 30 to 45 minutes every single day. When I was 350 pounds, I couldn't even finish a jog without feeling like my lungs were on fire and my knees were gonna break down on me. But walking was actually the one thing that I could do daily, and there was no excuses behind it. There was no intimidation. All I had to do was get my ass up off the couch and start walking. And here's the thing, most guys don't get that. They think that a walk is about exercising and that's what's gonna make the change for me when it's not. The walk isn't about fat burn. It's about building the consistency and proving to yourself that you show up even when no one's watching, okay? After I was done doing the walking and I started to lose some weight, I would move up to something with a little bit more intensity. I would do the elliptical machine. The reason why the elliptical machine is so important is because it's allowing you to burn more calories in a structured way that doesn't hurt your body. Elliptical machine is very low impact. Front, and back. You can burn up to 600 calories in just an hour doing the elliptical machine. And so if you haven't got onto it yet, start off with walking, then do the elliptical machine, and then guess what happens after the elliptical machine? You can start running. Cool? Number two, I'd stop chasing the perfect diets. I wouldn't do keto, I wouldn't do intermittent fasting, I wouldn't do low carb, I wouldn't do no carb. I've done it all, and here's the thing. A lot of those do have utility benefits, but it's not gonna be the one thing that helps you change your life. If I was 350 pounds again, I'd focus on something that's simple and that I could repeat. I would do real food, I would measure my portions, and I wouldn't do gimmicks. I wouldn't do the fucking keto diet, I wouldn't do low carb, Mediterranean, fasting, vegetarian. I've done all this shit. What really works at the end of the day is getting simple foods and eating them repeatedly. Eggs, ground beef, vegetables, potatoes, chicken, rice. I'd eat the same 3 to 4 meals every day to remove the decision fatigue, because back then it wasn't that I didn't know what to eat, it was that I was drowning in options and not doing anything about it. And the win is in repetition and not variety, okay? So what you can do is get a big bowl of chicken, cook it up, get a big bowl of ground beef, cook it up, bake the potatoes, cook the veggies, boom, you have 5 or 4 solid meals that you can repeat from and just mix and match. That takes all the decision fatigue away from you, so all you have to do is eat the food that you have prepped. And that way it's less likely that you'll go and get the fast food, all right? Number 3 is I wouldn't wait for motivation. That is the biggest lie that we tell ourselves. And at 350 pounds, I thought I needed to feel ready, but the truth is I built the result on the days that I didn't want to do it. I'd set a step goal. I'd have a meal plan already written out of what I was gonna eat that day based on the foods that I had at home. I'd have a non-negotiable, a wake up time, step count, water in the morning, cardio in the evening. I'd track my meals, I would track my sleep. All of these things that you can do repeatedly is what builds a long-term successful weight loss journey, and not motivation. Motivation itself fades, but structure doesn't. And that structure is what carries you through when you want to quit. Cool? Very simple, guys. Like, it's not fucking difficult, but it's very simple to follow, hard to execute on. And once you can get past the difficulty of executing and you could just do the things that you know you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do them, you'll lose the weight. Number 4 is I would find a brotherhood. When I was 350 pounds, what broke me wasn't just being overweight. It was the fact that I felt like no one got it, aside from my brother. It felt like I was fighting this battle alone while everyone else had their life together. Guys were graduating high school, playing professional, or going into college, playing sports. Guys were going into careers that their fathers already had lined up for them. I didn't have that. I grew up from a fucking shitty childhood. My dad went to prison. My mom was a single parent raising 3 boys. I was raised on my own, and what I found comfort in was food. And so the moment that I surrounded myself with my brother more often, because he got a girlfriend eventually, because he was losing weight ahead of me and he started making progress, that's a different story. But the moment that I started getting closer to my brother and I surrounded myself with a guy that's already on track and had already lost the weight, it showed me that it's possible to lose the weight myself. And so that moment, everything changed. I got pushed more often. I got called out more often. I was reminded of who I wanted to be. There was a certain situation where my brother was going to the gym one day and I didn't feel like going. And I was on the couch playing video games. He's leaving the house and he's like, "Oh, you want to come to the gym with me?" And I was like, "Nah, like I'll go tomorrow. Like I'm really tired today." And in that moment, he's like, "Oh, okay, you just don't want it." And I was like, what the fuck do you mean I don't want it? And see, I'm a competitive guy. I played football growing up. We were linemen. Competition is like in my nature. It's in my blood. It's what fuels me. And so when someone tells me that I can't do something, I literally have to push back and prove to them why I can do it, even if it was my own brother. And so in that moment, when he told me that, "Oh, you just don't want it," I was like, okay, I'm gonna fucking show you that I want it. And I got up and I went and worked out with him. I probably had one of the best workouts I've ever had in my life, simply because I had that push. I had somebody calling me out. I had somebody reminding me on who I wanted to be. And so if I was at 350 pounds again, I'd plug myself into into a brotherhood every single day. I wouldn't be trying to do this alone, and that's why so many people quit, is because they feel like they're letting down nobody, and when you let down nobody, you let down yourself, and if you've been letting yourself down all the time, it's easy to keep that repeated. Not for me, and not for you. If you want to make this change and you want a brotherhood, just message us the word coach on Instagram. We can show you how to do that. Number 5, this is the most important part. If I was 350 pounds again, I wouldn't waste my time. And I'm so thankful that I got it done early, because I got to live my 20s like the young 20-year-old guy that most people dream of. I got that life. I could tell you for sure that I would do it 10 times over again if I had to. But here's the thing, I wouldn't try to be perfect. I would walk, I'd eat on plan, I'd build a structure, and I'd find my people. And I'd stop negotiating with my old self. Here's the thing, you don't need another year of thinking about it. You need a plan. You need accountability, you need people who won't let you quit, and that's exactly what we do here at the Vision Twins Coaching. And so if you want genuine help on this journey and you're tired of fucking scrolling on Instagram and TikTok, trying to find the perfect workout routine, perfect nutrition plan, all of that stuff's helpful, but what's really gonna be helpful is when it's curated to you and you know that all you have to do is follow this, get told what to do, and you do it. No more questioning, no more gimmicks, no more fad diets, no more trying to figure out the quickest way. You have a structure, it's proven to work, you follow it, you lose the weight. So I appreciate you guys for watching, but if you have any questions, just leave them down in the comments below and we'll reach out to you to see if we can help. Peace.